Hello everyone, Mary Janet here from Dunes and Wooden Spoons, and thanks for stopping by today. As you know, today we're making the cheater tomato soup, a little more about that after, and we're going to make some drop biscuits and just a little something different to go with the soup for today. I wanted to say today's show is brought to you by the Port Hood Co-op. They sponsored my groceries today for the show, and I thank them for that. And they're a great spot to come and go and visit, and they pretty much have everything that I need for what I am making. So I am today, I have lots of things to tell you today, by the way. But we'll talk a little bit more about that a little later. But the one thing I want to tell you before we get started is just, I came home yesterday afternoon to see this beautiful loaf of bread on my table. And it was left for me from Herb Bonvie from Lower South River near Antigonish. Herb has started making sourdough bread. For the last few months he's been into that, and I just want to show you this bread. I've been encouraging him that he should be making it and selling it to people. This is the bread. Isn't that a beautiful looking loaf? And look at this. It is blueberry and cream cheese bread. Now, if anybody from the Antigonish area is interested in getting some really amazing sourdough bread, check him out. If you have his contact information or you know how to get in touch with him, check it out. He makes different kinds. He makes regular plain sourdough bread. He makes jalapeno, all different kinds. He's just got all the equipment to make that. And look him up, because I'm telling you, it is absolutely delicious. And today we had this for breakfast and we loved it. We toasted it and it was so good. So shout out to Herb Bonvie. I had him on the show probably 2 or 3 years ago. He was making bread then, but not sourdough bread. And we made onion bread, and I put it in my cookbook, the second cookbook. And so anyway, just look him up if you're interested in sourdough bread, like so many people are today. I haven't mastered that yet, but I'd like to try it. But I'm not real good at changing my old-fashioned ways from regular homemade bread. So today, I am so pleased to welcome this mom, this wife, this daughter, this author, and she is brought her darling little girl Mary with her, who is 6, and she's a cook and a baker herself. And I'm just so happy to have Kate here in my home, and she's my cousin. And I'll boast that to anybody. I'm so happy to have her. So I'd like to welcome Katie.
Hi.
And Mary.
And Mary.
Ooh, here's Mary. I have a stool for Mary, so just hold on a second.
Yes.
So here we go. Mary, we'll put you right there.
It's true. I'm a quarter McDonald.
A 1/4 of McDonald. So, Mary, do you like to cook? You do. So what do you like to cook with Mommy? Eggs?
Yeah,
Oh.
we have a lot of chickens. So.
Yeah, they have 6 chickens? And how many of them are laying hens?
3.
3 of them are laying hens. And you are in school? Grade 1? And do you like it? You do, yes. And are you going to be an author like Mommy?
I don't.
Do you like to write stories or tell stories?
She's good at drawing.
She's good at drawing. Ooh, that's a good thing.
Tell her where you go to school.
The Gaelic School in Melville.
Do you really?
Yep.
I did a show from there.
Did you?
Yes. Oh, this is a couple of years ago. No, I had them here.
Okay.
I had them here, and we did a show from here. But I also went there and baked.
Oh my God, we'll have to have you back.
We made an apple
nice.
cake, and we did it there at the school. And how many students are there this year? Is there 12 or so?
How many's in your They split them up, the older
Oh,
kids and the younger kids, because
okay.
there's too many to be in one.
Uh-huh.
So how many is in yours?
6.
Right.
6 in your class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're very lucky to have that special treatment,
Yes.
and hooray for you, because
know.
that's our culture. That's
Gleva.
amazing. Gleva.
Metal.
Metelbeck. Metelbeck.
That's right.
A little darling. I think that's what it stands for, right?
Mhm.
Do you speak Gaelic yourself, Katie?
A little bit. I mean, bacon Gallagher.
Happy Becken?
Bacon Gallagher.
Becken. Okay, we're going to get started. We just washed our hands.
Honey.
And we have preheated the oven to 450. We're making the drop biscuits first. Now, the reason I'm making the drop biscuits, it's just a little nostalgic story here, because when I went to school in Mabu back when I probably was in grade 7 or so, and we had, before we moved to the new school, which was the new school then, Mabu Consolidated, but before that it was St. Joseph's Convent. And we were introduced to home economics at grade 7 level at that time. And it was a sister, a nun, that was teaching the class. And we knew we were going to be making biscuits. And of course, the traditional biscuit that I know that I make today is what I was expecting. And I was quite used to having that at home. But when I went, she was making these drop biscuits. And I thought, this is not biscuits, you know, but no, you didn't say anything back in those days, of course. But I was thinking about it the other day, and when we were discussing what will I make with the soup to have with the soup, and I said I'm going to try and make drop biscuits. So that's what we're doing today, and they're really easy. And Mary, are you going to help me?
Mm-hmm.
Taplet. Am I supposed to say taplet or tapleave? Taplet is to one person.
Tapalette, or to someone younger than you.
Somebody younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And tapleave
Tapaleave
to a
more
group.
or to your
Yes.
dad.
Okay. There you go. That's your Gaelic word for the day.
That's right, Tapalette. And I think that biscuits were one of the first things we made at home ec as well.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Helena McDougall.
Oh, Helena. I had her as my home ec teacher too.
Really?
That's how long she's been there. So when I graduated from grade 12 in 1969,
Mm-hmm.
so 68, 67, 66, we're probably in 1966 is when, and she may have been new or quite new then, her and Rosalind McIntyre. And there was Mother St. Nita as well.
Okay.
But anyway,
Well,
they're
was
sewing and
Sewing, yes.
And
So
they
I still have some of the
need
things
to bring
that I
that
sewed.
back, right?
And she's the reason I know what a pastry blender is.
Ah, yes, there you go. There you go. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down, and I am going to switch places with Miss Beaton here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still keep your name?
I did, yeah.
You kept your name.
Yeah,
Yes.
for business purposes.
Business purposes is right. Of course, you have to do that.
But this is Miss Mary Murray.
Mary Murray. I love that name. Goes so well together.
I know.
And little Charlie stayed home today.
He did, because he might have taken over this program. But maybe when he's a bit older, he can come on.
Okay, so we're going to start. And in here, Kate, is 2 cups of flour. And to that, we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. So I am going to put the camera down so everybody can see the ingredients. Okay, and we'll just fix that up. All right, so we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. So do you want to do that, Mary? This is the sugar, and that's the salt, and that's the baking powder.
That's the sugar. Yep.
So you can just dump that in. Okay. Good girl. And we'll put the salt in too. That's a teaspoon of salt. And the baking powder. There's 3 teaspoons of baking powder. We need the whole thing.
The whole thing. I'm going to knock some of this salt out. It's being sticky.
You got it all in? We can just make sure that it all gets in. Yeah, we'll do that. We're all clean and, well, it's only us that's eating it anyway, right? Okay, so we're going to just stir that around with a fork, okay?
Get down to the bottom too. There you go.
Now, something that I have not practiced for today's show, but I'm going to give it a good try. That's good, Mary. That's great. I I am going to do this, and I'm going to turn the camera over this way.
Yes, what's this contraption?
Well, this is great for mozzarella cheese, any kind of cheese that you're grating, right? And I said, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to use the old-fashioned grater, but actually I'm going to try to put my butter through it.
Oh.
And it could be a horrible mess, but it may work.
Oh, then you just have a kitchen that looks like mine.
So this was in the fridge, and I took it out, and I'm going to see if this will grate okay or it will stick inside it. We'll see. It's just chilled, and I could have left it in the freezer, I suppose, but I didn't. But this may not work. Might be a little bit too soft. We'll see.
Oh, you jam it through.
We'll see. I'm going to do this myself, Mary, so just hold on a second. You tell me if it's coming out inside there, or is it all stuck inside? I think it's all kind of sticky. Is it sticky?
No, actually, it's just needs more to come out, I think.
Okay.
It wants to stick.
But if it was frozen, I think it would probably be better, and I could have done that too, but I didn't.
I think actually you just have to scrape it out.
I'll scrape her out.
That'll work.
And we'll see. Look at that. I'm going to do this, Mary.
Little worms.
It looks like little worms. You're right.
Which is always nice in your biscuits.
Do you know what? They're probably...
It came out in a big...
It came out in the big pile. Should have left it together. Okay. We'll do our best. But anybody out there, you want to try grating it from frozen? I think that's probably the best way, but I probably left it out too long. So what I'll do is... I will mix this together, Mary. I'll get my hands dirty. How about that? Are you good with that?
Okay.
All right. So it's about a half a cup.
We'll move out of the way so she can get into it.
So I'll get right into this. But it's all kind of flaked together anyway, and it's not bad. It'll come together really quickly. So I want to tell you about the liquid that I'm using. In the recipe, it calls for 1.25 cups of whole milk, I think is what the recipe looked for. But I forgot to buy milk. Katie, I have enough for us to have tea if we're having tea.
Perfect.
So there's all kinds of options. So I had lots of coffee cream, and I had some whipping cream, and I had some yogurt, and I had some I think it was the yogurt that I used. So I used some of the cream. You can use regular cream. You can use buttermilk. Buttermilk is probably best. Anyway, so there. We're ready for the milk, and I'll go get that. It's in the fridge. So it's 1.25 cups. So you can see that I have the yogurt in there. But just to add whatever you have up to 1.25 cups. And this will be a very wet mixture because it's got to be that way.
No, biscuits aren't too fussy, eh?
I find when I'm making the traditional ones, you have to be careful that you don't mix it too much. But this one has got a little more forgiving, it seems. Because it's very wet, but the baking powder will take hold very soon. Mary, do you want to give it the last little stir there before we drop it? Because it's going to be wet. Okay, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to go wash my hands. Mommy will watch that the bowl doesn't fall.
Here, I'll hold the bowl. You give it the elbow. There we go.
Oh, that's a great job.
Hard to mix, so there's a lump over here.
Yeah.
So I have a pan here with parchment paper on it, my favorite thing in the world. So this will make about 10 biscuits. Think that's enough for us, Mary? You think? Okay. So I'm just going to do the first one. Basically, a great big bunch like that.
Nice.
That's a lot, right? I'm just going to drop it on there. Just kind of form it like that. And I think it'll make about 10. Okay, Mary, you want to give that a try?
Nice. Make
Good.
it a little, keep it, well.
Put it right there. And I'll help you get it off there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sticky, isn't it?
Daddy makes these.
Who does?
Her dad, Morgan.
Oh, does he?
Yes, he does, and he puts cheese in them, doesn't he?
Oh, yes. Oh, I was thinking of, I said we could make them savory and, you know, put some spice in it, put some cheese in it. You don't want any spice?
Spice, oh God, no, nothing with taste for these guys.
But what about like Italian seasoning? Say if you're having spaghetti and meat.
That sounds good.
That would be a nice little option. I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Okay. How many is that, Mary? Can you count? Think there's room for one more?
She can count in Gaelic.
Count it in Gaelic. I'd love that. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9.
9. Oh, here we go. That's awesome. There's a spot. Jake. Jake. Am I saying it right?
Jake, yeah.
And that's all there is to it. That was pretty easy, Biscuit.
Not hard at all. I didn't do anything.
We'll make her work making the soup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put this in the oven for about 15, 17 minutes at 450. So it'll have a nice sharp crust on it almost. And they're really good. So, okay. In the oven they go. Okay.
All right.
Now, that butter, that was funny.
It worked out.
I should have left it in the freezer as I had planned to do, but I forgot. Here we go, everybody. So, we are going to now make the cheddar tomato soup. A long time ago, I found this soup recipe online, and I don't know. It's since I started Tootsie with Spoons, but I had made the regular tomato soup, you know, where you roast the onions and the veggies and the garlic. If you ever tried that, there's a lot more work.
Yeah.
But this restaurant, it was down in the U.S. The lady that had been their favorite tomato soup by their patrons for years and years before they closed the restaurant, and that was the most sought after recipe. And now I can't find the website to give credit to this lady. But she gave me the recipe, but it was, she didn't give me the recipe. I got it off the internet somewhere, and it was doubled. And I made it the first time, and I think the pot was overflowing. So and she had mentioned that, she said it's kind of like a cheddar soup, really, but I don't remember what she called it. So anyway, I put it in as a cheddar tomato soup in my cookbook, in the third cookbook. So we're going to do that right now while they're baking in the oven, and we're going to go to my induction burner here, and we'll put Katie to work this time. All right, Katie, are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay. Mary, come over here with me.
All right.
Bring your stool over.
So the first thing is I'm going to turn this on medium. I'll put it up. I'll put it around 300. And the very first thing is crushed tomatoes. The crushed tomatoes this is what they are, and it's a very pureed tomato. So I'll get you to put that in.
You and me both, Mary. Yeah.
All of it, yeah.
Okay.
And here's a spoon. You never know. I'll get you to scrape the can.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrape the can. Soup will come flying at you. You never know.
Beauty. And then we're going to make, we're going to put this size can in. And this is just regular tomato sauce. All right.
Got that?
And it's so funny to be putting in cream of chicken soup. But you know what? It's good.
Yep.
It's really good. And your mama will.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking mental notes.
It doesn't look really good.
You gotta wait for the finished product. You gotta believe in the process.
You do. You have to believe in the process. It's very good. Okay, let me find. I have to find the recipe here. So we've got a 20 ounce can of crushed tomatoes, which really in Canada that's 796 mils, and a 15 ounce can of tomato sauce. I just had the 398 mils can, which is fine, and the container of blend cream. So in that as well, you're going to put the butter, and I forgot the butter in the fridge. Oh no, this was the butter I was supposed to use for the biscuit. The same amount. Oh well, that's. I was wondering why it was so room temperature. That would be me. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this up. Yeah, this would have really. It's really nice and hard, and that's what I should have grated. But it was half a cup for each one. So you can use this big spoon if you like. I'm just cutting up
This is a giant.
It is. It's a ladle.
If a giant was in here, it would.
Yeah. If a giant lived in here, that's what he would use just for a regular spoon.
Yes.
Okay, Mary.
Okay. Okay.
Here, we can use this spoon. Oh, you got it all in.
Now
Look
go
at
in.
you.
There's one left. Yeah,
Okay.
keep mixing because it's gonna all melt in there.
So we might put that on high now.
It's like you're going for a swim.
Yeah, it is. The butter's going for a swim in there.
So we just keep mixing that until the butter melts. And when the butter melts, that's when you add everything else.
Okay.
So, and I'll show you what we're adding. So I will get these ready.
Yeah.
Bailey.
You gotta keep mixing because you don't want it to burn on the bottom. It's melting pretty nicely.
To not have that smooth edges. So it has smooth edges. So
How many tomatoes would you be using here if it wasn't cheater? How many?
I would say, oh gosh, probably about 8 or so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We had a lot of red tomatoes.
You do? I have.
Well,
I picked the last of my tomatoes.
yeah. Well, they're not really so much anymore.
This is what I have left to pick.
Yeah.
And I planted 4 peppers. This is my yield.
Wow.
I only got 1 pepper this
It
year.
was a bad summer.
I don't know why, but whatever.
Well, the tomatoes come and they won't stop coming. You gotta figure out what to do with them.
Yes, exactly. How's it going? Are they melting?
Very nearly melted.
Well, when they're all melted, tell me. So we're gonna use a whole container of cream. This is blend cream, which is 10% fat. Wherever you are, if you buy this kind of cream, it's 10% fat. So a whole container, which is 473 mils. And whipping cream. Right now, I'll show you the container. This is the whipping cream. This is what I use, which is 35% fat content. And Not this whole container, but you know those little ones. We don't have them around here at our store anyway. So about half of this container is what you use, which measures about 1 cup. I think we're almost there.
Yeah, just that one little blob is gonna
Okay,
melt down.
well that's good. We can start adding the
I
spices.
think so.
So, a tablespoon of basil.
Okay.
Just basil leaves, just a tablespoon. You ready, Mary? Okay. And some garlic salt, yeah.
Right, put it in.
So you can put it in, yeah. We're gonna put maybe a teaspoon in. I really don't know how much I'm supposed to put in. It doesn't really, never really said. And what else there?
Yeah.
Garlic salt, garlic powder. Yeah, I do need some garlic powder too. So Mary, you gotta do this too. I don't know why there's both that, but following the recipe. Does it smell good?
It does.
And Mary, give me your hand. We're gonna put a little salt in there. This is kosher salt.
It's tickling.
Does it tickle?
Oh, mix it up. Starting to bubble.
Oh. Mary, you're doing a great job. Okay, let me see your hand again. We need to put some pepper in here.
Here, you put the pepper in the mix.
About a teaspoon.
It's not bubbling anymore. Maybe I could
Okay, are you ready for this? This is the whipping cream.
Okay.
You give that to your mom, and you just slowly pour it in. There's a few calories in this soup.
A lot of guys. That's good if you're on the keto diet. You're all
Yeah.
set.
You're all set.
No, it's good. Who wants a soup that doesn't have any calories in it? For God's sake.
Exactly. Like it's looking good already. And Mary, no, need you again. The whole thing.
Oh my God. Whoa.
But it's like a cream of tomato soup, right?
Yeah.
And just mix it up a little bit.
It looks good.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Right?
looks like tomato ice cream.
It does.
That's melted.
But we just, right now, all we have to do is bring it up to, you know, how you'd want it served, right?
That was easy.
What is everybody thinking about this soup? I know there's lots of people that are saying, "Oh, canned stuff, making a canned soup, why didn't you make it naturally?" Well, I've done that, and I love that. But I just thought this was such a cool,
Yes.
easy, quick recipe, right?
Sometimes you need the quick recipes.
Yeah.
That's my supper with 2 children every night. Whatever you can get on the table.
Ah, right? And that's steaming. I think that's really nice. And can you press medium there, Mary? There, and we'll just leave it like that. And so I'm going to clean up the table, and we're going to have a seat until those biscuits are ready.
Okay.
We'll have a check, and we're going to sit down and have some soup and a biscuit, and we're going to chat with Ms. Beaton.
I got a question before then.
Yeah,
Mayor Janet, what are you going to do with that big zucchini?
that zucchini. That is heading to my, we already had a much larger zucchini. We did. And it gave me 12 cups of zucchini, what do you call that? Food processor,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
I have a little food processor,
Mhm.
so we didn't peel it or anything,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't take the seeds out. Well, I took part of the seeds out, but then I left them in because somebody said leave them in, and we made a zucchini relish, and everybody's raving about the zucchini relish. I'm going to check to see if there's any left downstairs because we're making more tomorrow.
Oh.
And do you have zucchini in your garden?
No, but every now and then my dad, he grows a lot of things and he'll
Yeah.
slap a big inedible zucchini in my hand.
What do you do with it, right?
I take it home.
Well,
and use it as a doorstop.
Well, there's, you know what? There's a chocolate cake you can make with zucchini because it takes on the flavors of whatever it's in with.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn that way down low.
Oh.
Low. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
no, there are different things you can do. I just,
But that's the
Wonder
zucchini.
what
Do you
you
like
do.
relish?
yes.
So you have the zucchini all chopped up, fine, like a relish, and I think there's yellow pepper, I think a red pepper, and onion, and then your vinegar and whatever. But you soak it overnight, and then in the morning you make it, and it's just delicious. Everybody absolutely loves it.
Terrific.
Yeah. So that is heading to the gallows tonight, actually. And we'll probably have to use both of them because there's two here. There's two fairly big ones. But I'd say two of them together will probably equal the great big one that we had at Groove's Garden.
Okay.
But that's the last. We only grew 3 of them.
Now I know what to do.
There you go. And the recipe is in my 3rd cookbook, and I will give you the recipe before you go. So you have it. Okay, we're going to clean up in here. I'll put some music on. We'll find some placemats, and we'll get ready to serve.
Okay.
Mary, do you have a story to tell us? Do you have a story to tell us? Look at this little girl. This is just the ultimate baker. Do you think
She
you're
was
going
on
to
here
have
before.
this? You were on my other show when I had Katie here. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of this stuff.
I'm just gonna clean.
And
You're gonna help clean? Wow, the enthusiasm that I never seen about cleaning.
and that's quite all right. Katie, do you want to tell anybody about what's happening next for you or what's
For
on the
me,
go? Yeah.
well, I don't know. I'm gonna bend down here. For me, yesterday I was reading at Waikagama for a fundraiser for the new Waikagama library that is going to be built or going to open, I think, in the winter. But it's good for people in that waterfront center that's like across from the
Yes.
bakery. I don't know the name. I'm sorry.
It's Waikagama Waterfront Center.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes, it is.
Waikagama Waterfront Center. But it's good to know for anyone locally that we are getting a new library because the more the merrier, honestly, and they're fundraising for it, and we love to support that kind of thing. And speaking of supporting things, I should say I got my apron here from the Mabo Farmers Market, and Mary's as well. And I got these lovely earrings. They're blueberries, very Nova Scotian, from Miss Brenna's in Inverness. And I got this from somewhere in Sydney, and I forget where. But we love to support local events and local businesses up where I am in Smithville. And we're just waiting for the biscuits to end, I guess. I got nothing else. What's that? Oh God, that's okay. That's okay. I don't have any stand-up routines or anything like that. I don't know, Mary, do you have any jokes? No? She does, but they're not for mixed company. You did make up one the other day. Why did the chicken cross the road? And the answer was surprising, but I forget. Anyway.
What was it, Mary?
It was a non sequitur, I think. So.
Why did the chicken
Why did the chicken
not use the bathroom?
not use the bathroom? Why?
He got chicken buttered by a different chicken.
You got chicken buttered by a different chicken. So
Chickens.
that's for people in the know. That's for a niche audience. That one. Look.
Here we go. Don't they look great? And they really are delicious. Very hot though. So Mary,
Very chaperone.
we're gonna put them on the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn you around. We're gonna
I'll bring a chair over, I think.
put them on here.
Like watching paint. That's not how you run a entertainment industry, Mary.
There we go. We're good now. We're good now.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, they're nice and crisp on the outside, but they're right soft on the inside.
Does Grandma make these?
Grandma makes biscuits, yes. But
Does
she
your
uses
grandma Marion make biscuits?
Yeah, she uses the biscuit cutter when she does it,
Yes.
which is, I think, tomato paste again.
Oh yes. Done that. Been there and done that.
That's the classic. Just the right stuff.
Put that over there. This is way too hot.
Grandma's biscuits are really good.
Are they really good? I know your grandma. She is a good cook.
She's hard at it for the CWL all the time.
All right. So there we have our biscuits.
Are they hot?
Are they hot? I think they are hot.
They should be pretty hot. So we'll set the table. So Mary, do you want a little bowl or a big bowl? A little one?
Little for me as well. Thank you. Now
Okay.
that I saw
Let's
the
put
fruit was in there. And of course, it is the soup season.
It
The
is
time
the
of year when
soup
you start
season.
getting excited to eat some soup.
And I mean, you can change it. For anybody who wants to change it up, you can just use whole milk as well. You don't have to use all that cream. I'm just staying true to
Yeah.
that recipe. But that's the beauty of soups is that you can, change up the content on your own. Or, okay. I'll put some butter on here, but maybe a little on the not so soft side. We'll do our best.
I wonder if Grandma's watching, Mary.
And she is.
She might be.
Okay.
Maybe your two grandmas are watching. I don't know. One's in Alberta. So.
Oh,
Grammys.
Grammys and okay, I'm just gonna open this for everybody to see. So I am just going to do this like an English muffin kind of thing, and just open that. You can see the inside. It's really nice and fluffy. I'm going to pass that on to you.
That's a nice way to do it. I just make a mess of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
But when it's hot, when
Yeah.
it's hot like that, of course, it's
Oh, it smells lovely.
they're fine. Would you like one? Okay. We're just gonna, because if I cut through it, I mean, obviously we're eating it a little on the hot side.
I had a crumb.
Mary had a crumb. She taste tested.
And was it
I'll take a
okay?
crumb.
Oh yeah. Mary, do you want a little bit of butter on that? No, you're just gonna have it the way it is. Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit of soup for you.
It's hot.
Do a little bit. Just a ladleful, okay? And see what you think. Okay.
Let me
And a big bowl for there.
Ladle it out. This is my Oliver Twist fantasy coming true. Please, sir.
Okay.
I want some more. Are you dipping it in the soup? Good idea.
You can dip it in the soup for
I'm
sure.
gonna try that. Ooh. Oh yes.
There.
It's lovely.
There it is. So, there is the Miss
Very good.
Katie.
Very good. Wonderful flavor.
But really, it's so simple. It's so simple to be made like that. And
Yeah. But the
There's a
spices really come through.
And I mean, you can use whatever spice. It called for basil and the garlic,
Yeah.
but half the time I'll throw in Italian seasoning, oregano, whatever I have,
Mm-hmm.
whatever I have in.
Yeah.
And so, in order for us to have a conversation as a trio, I'm going to try to see if I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my glass of water.
Yep.
Where do I put it? I don't know.
Mommy, have some water.
You want some water too? Yes. I think this.
There we go.
What frosting?
Can we see Mary? Mary, we can see Mary's bowl. Mary, are you? Yeah, we can see you. And
Which glass did you want? This?
there. There we go, everybody. Hi. Okay, we're going to have a seat. And we're going to have a little chat.
Oh. Ooh. All right.
So,
This.
I'm impressed with these biscuits, I have to say.
Yeah.
Really, when I make my biscuits, I like them that first day and maybe on the second day, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like old biscuits.
Oh.
I don't like old biscuits. And a lot of people do. Cecil will take it and he'll toast a biscuit. Have you ever
No.
heard of anybody toasting a biscuit?
No. No.
Nope.
So Mary, can you see yourself in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
Good job.
All
Yeah,
right.
The butter.
Here's the butter.
Thank you.
Tap a leaf. Tap a leaf.
See, I will. I can read better than I can pronounce things.
It's,
I trip
yes.
myself up on pronunciations because you think tap a left, tap a leaf, and of course one is wrong and one is right, and there's something nerve-wracking about actually getting it in your mouth.
Yes, right? But it's really coming back, the Gaelic language.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
sure.
people are adults that haven't spoken it, but knew it inherently within them that
Yes.
they grew up with. It's coming back to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Again, my mom has taken some lessons, and you always remember more than you think you did if you grew up with your parents speaking it and everything. Of course, anyone in the boomer generation had that.
We got that right.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going to have my first bite.
Okay.
That is cream of tomato soup. Like, you have to try this recipe. Don't knock it till you try it. And it's so simple and easy. You
And
have a mustache.
It will give you a mustache if you go too hard.
Actually, I think, Katie, you're just too far away.
Am I? Oh, last time I came on here, people couldn't hear me very well. So I'm going to try and talk louder now. And I have been accused of mumbling before. So keenly aware of my deficits.
There we go. So I guess, Katie, I mean,
Now it's just me.
it's just you for now.
Well,
So you had, I was at the Curious Cat Yes, bookstore the other day.
Love that. Another.
And they have lots of your
Local
books
bookstore.
there.
Yes.
A beautiful book.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan and Robin are there.
Yes.
And they're lovely,
They
lovely
are. We're
people.
so glad to have
Yes.
local bookstores.
And so they were talking about, they said, oh, we've got to get Katie here, you know, and they had brought your books out, and
Oh,
we were
yes.
looking at them and all of that. And then somebody wrote today, and now I forgot who wrote me today before the show, and she's, whoever it is, can't think right now, but she's a teacher, and they did the pony, the book,
In the classroom.
in their classroom.
Oh, lovely.
And she said, please do a follow-up to that, to that
Well, we
book.
made a whole TV show.
Seriously?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, it was on Apple TV, which
Oh.
granted, you know, most people have Netflix and stuff, and then beyond that, you might have this or that thing, Disney or Amazon or whatever. But it was on Apple TV, which actually makes really beautiful children's programming, like an animated Frog and Toad series and things like that, which our kids really like. But we made a certain amount of episodes. They split it into 2 seasons, and then they aired it, and then that was it. There was no more after that. But it was a lot of work, and actually I was working on it when Mary was a baby,
Okay.
and I was pregnant with Charlie, and it's all, you know, you would have meetings with people who were in LA, you know, the DreamWorks people or the Apple people, and it was animated in Canada, and it's Ottawa studio. So from over here in Mabou, working on that.
Imagine.
When we were growing up, you couldn't imagine
No.
doing something like that. But the
Yeah.
internet has changed everything. The internet has changed how we're able to make a living, and the things that we're able to do. I mean, look at yourself.
This was just an accidental happening,
Yes,
and
yeah.
it reaches out to so many people. So it
Yeah.
was just wonderful.
Yes.
So was this an animated series?
It was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, that is exciting. Now, Apple TV, do you have to join that, like, and pay so much a month or something? That's the same idea
Yeah,
as
they all do
Netflix,
that.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
But if you have children, it's very nice. There's a lot of their shows have a more gentle pace. You know, a lot
Yes.
of kids shows right now is like
Yes.
it's almost like disorienting watching them. But
Yes.
but they've got a lot of more like slowed down and enjoyable rhythms
Right.
in their programming, and
I
I
like it.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we were lucky. So many shows just never get made.
Right.
And animation is a really cutthroat sort of business.
Yeah.
But so we were lucky to have that at all.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So can people still go on Apple TV
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
find the show?
Yeah, it's there.
And what's it called?
Pinecone and Pony.
Pinecone and Pony.
Yes, yeah. We expanded their little world, and you know, we just. It was my first time working on a show properly,
Yes.
so I learned a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's something in that, and maybe some. What about the baby one?
No, nothing got developed there, but there was it. There was that movie series called Boss Baby, which sort of
Yes.
King Baby?
yeah, King Baby was
King
my
Baby. Yes.
Boss Baby was a movie that came out after that sort of played on the same kind of
Okay.
idea of the baby being actually this sort of tyrant ruler.
Right.
But in that case, he was like the corporate boss. So anyway, but that's okay. Not everything has to be made into a show.
That's right.
Only if it makes sense.
So what is this newest thing I saw on there? The journal, that black and white journal.
Oh, I draw comics. You mean I put it on my personal Facebook?
Yes.
Those are actually from. I have a Patreon, and I
What is that?
I know, right? You should have one because then you get money.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
No, it's you can. I put my membership at the lowest price possible, which is like $1.50 a month, and people subscribe to your Patreon,
Oh, okay.
and you can offer them more things per month if you had tiers. You know, if you pay $1, then you just get to read the post. If you pay $10, then you get to be shouted out at or something like that. You know what I mean? But I just wanted a place to put things that were sort of personal to me to a small audience, because
Right.
it seemed to me that a lot of the social media stuff like Twitter and even Facebook, it got too Wild West. The people be coming in from from everywhere to give you grief, or they don't know anything about anything, and or just being there to be mean, which a lot of like the internet world feels like a lot.
Oh my
these
gosh,
days.
people feel entitled to speak out,
Yeah.
no matter, without knowing the backstory.
Yes, and when I started making comics online, it was 20 years ago almost, and the internet felt different. It felt smaller. It felt like a little community of like-minded people, if you found one. And in my case, it was comics, so I mostly just talked to the other comics people. But it expanded until everybody's voice is going off all the time. And I made a Patreon so that I could reclaim some of that little space where you have to open the door and go in. It's not just open. You have to subscribe to it. But that's also why I kept it so low, because I didn't want to price anybody out. I just wanted a space that felt comfortable.
Right.
And so I put up journal comics there sometimes, and that's what you were reading.
Yes.
The moments with my family, which I've done for years. I've done for years before I ever had a family. I would come home for Christmas and make comics about little this and that thing.
Is that why your father in one comic, you had
Yes.
a comic? Katie and her darn
Yes, but
comics.
GD, Katie and her GD drawings. You find them laying around. But my family has been very, very generous with me to let me just put things up. I never make a drawing about anything too personal. It's always just some little thing. But it when I read them years later myself, when I read this is what happened when Mary was a baby, or when I visited my parents this time, it brings that memory back to life in a way that I might have forgotten it later on. And like we have spoken about my sister Becky on the last time that I was on here, who Mary Janet worked with, and who passed away in 2018. But when I look at the drawings that I made before she got sick, I remember that version of my family, the one that was that hadn't been hit by tragedy.
Yes.
Yet. And so that's the kind of, it's almost like a gift to myself to jot these things down.
Very good reminders.
Yeah.
Of the life. Yeah.
Yeah. So I put those on Facebook just because, again, in a lot of ways for myself, but also to share with the other parents of young families who know how all of those things feel. The things that they say to you when they're small and everything. It's a great time. My kids are 4 and 6 right now, and it's a wonderful age.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're learning, and they're so
smart.
I read one time that time between like 1 and 6, they learn so much in that period of time.
She's got a memory like a library encyclopedia sort of thing. Yes, you do. You remember everything. You remember things that happened 3 years ago, and you'll bring them up, and I'll think, what? Oh, I can't remember what happened last week. If my phone doesn't have a reminder that beeps at me, I don't remember.
Trust me, I know that. Yes. I'm at that age too where I couldn't remember today's. Now I can't remember what that was. Right
there, you go.
Just in the moment, if I don't speak it right away, it's lost.
Yeah.
Now I have to say something. Now that these are cooled off somewhat, I just want you to see the texture.
Oh, look at it. You're doing great.
You have to make these. They're really, really good. Really good.
These are good.
I like them.
Look at her eating it up. I love it.
Now, if anybody has any questions, hello from Fall River. Helen. Okay, I better put my glasses on because I can't see a darn thing.
Fall River. My friend
Helen Sillers Durling. Hello from Fall River. Hi there. I have a few things that I want to talk about, and I have to get my paper. Maybe it's over here.
This is so good. Mary, did you want another biscuit? No?
Okay.
It is?
How's that? Hope that window's not in the way. So I was talking about the beautiful drive around Route 19. The colors are out, and of course, next week is Celtic Colors International Festival here on Cape Breton Island. An event that we are so in love with and so proud of, and people come from all over the U.S., all over Canada, and in Europe and all other places. It's amazing the people that come for Celtic Colors year after year after year. And I'm happy. I'm emceeing a couple of shows next week during the colors. And but there's a great event coming up on this Monday for anybody local who's going to be around. One of our great characters, singers of music and Scottish music, and lots of songwriters from here, was John Allen Cameron. And John Allen has passed away many years ago now, but there's a tribute to him at Glencoe Station Hall this coming Monday in the afternoon. I think it starts at 2. I'm not sure of the status of the tickets, but that is every year they have it, and during Celtic Colors, and it's a wonderful place to
Peter
to
gonna
go.
play that?
I don't know if Peter's going to be. I know he was there last year, but Glenn McNeil is home, and he's from Glencoe Station, and he's amazing. Okay. So he's going to be doing that. Is there a local fly here? Mm-hmm. And he loves my biscuit.
Yum.
But coming up, other live shows that I'm going to have here. Excuse me for a minute. During Celtic Colors, on the Friday of Celtic Colors, Friday, October the 17th, around noontime, between 12 and 2, somewhere there, I have been talking to Richard Wood, an amazing fiddler from PEI, and he's coming here and he's going to cook with me next week. And of course, he'll play a couple of tunes on his fiddle. I'm so excited to have him here because he is such a fiddler that just takes your breath away, and see him perform. He just gets right into the fiddle tunes, and it's so nice. And then after that, coming up on November the 1st, I'm going to Halifax to do a show with Nancy Regan. And on November the 16th, Nancy Regan, for anybody, she's a journalist, she's an author, she's just an amazing cook too.
An icon.
She is an icon. And on November the 16th, I am going to Leslie Crew's home. Cool. And we're cooking together. So she's another celebrated author. And she claims to be not a great cook, but she can cook anything. So
You read that book
I'm
about
looking forward to. Yeah, she did.
It was made into a movie.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. And on November the 25th, Morgan Toney. He's from Wakaba. He's an amazing fiddler. He has been, an ECMA winner, nominated for so many awards. And he's a keeper of his Mi'kmaq traditions. And he sings. He's just a joy. And he's coming to my home on November 25th. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, book signings. Just to keep you posted. Coming up on October the 15th, I'm doing a book signing at Miss Brenna's Corner Store in Inverness from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. That's next week.
Get your blueberry earrings.
And yes, that's right. You can get blueberry earrings if you go. And then after Richard Wood's show here on the 17th, after he's gone, Margie and I are taking off for Fredericton. And we're doing a book signing in Fredericton. And then we're driving back that afternoon. We're doing a book signing on October the 18th that morning. I believe it's at Indigo. More details will be on my Facebook page. And then we're doing that in the morning, and then the afternoon coming through to Moncton and doing a book signing there at 3:30 at Indigo as well. And then we're driving over to Charlottetown, spending the night, and we're at Charlottetown in the morning there. And then we're on the way back into Nova Scotia. We're at Masstown Market in the afternoon, probably around 3 or 3:30. But more on that on my Facebook page. And on October the 25th, I was supposed to be at Indigo at the Sydney Mall, the Mayflower Mall in Sydney. That has changed because Indigo is having a big grand opening in Halifax at the old chapter site at Bayers Lake. I think I'm on there's different authors that are going to be there, but I'm on the 3 to 5 slot. And so I'm going to be there. And at some point in there somewhere too, I'll also be at Costco's because they're also having my book for sale. And then on November the 8th is the Christmas at the Forum in Halifax. I'll be there with McIntyre Personal Publishing. They have a table there, but I will be there with them for at least one of the afternoons, I believe, to do some book signing if anybody wants to come out to that. So lots of things going on, and it's just a lovely world that we live in. And as long as we don't watch the news, right?
Yeah. I have an event at Celtic Colors. I
Do
should
you?
say.
Yes, tell us. Okay.
What is it?
Hold on.
Next Sunday? Hi.
There you go.
I think next Sunday in Inverness, I think it is. I'm hosting an event in celebration of Alistair MacLeod's writing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are there other authors going to be there too?
I don't know, but there will be some MacLeods there.
Alexander,
there's
probably?
Alexander and Dan and of course Anita. So
Yes.
I'll have to not shame myself. I don't know.
They just have to look at CelticColors.com and look at all the...
yes, yeah, it's different. It's not just music. There's lots of cultural events and food events and things like that. That's right.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful
So, and then-
island, just
Yeah,
great
yeah,
thing.
they dipped their toe into everything. So
Yeah.
so it was an honor to be asked, and hopefully I'll be able to do him justice.
Oh, no doubt about it. It was a lovely man.
Yeah.
I went to. He was good friends with my brother. My brother lives in Michigan,
Oh, yes.
and when he'd go across
Windsor,
to
of course.
Windsor, and whatever. Oh, you got your family tree, yeah, and you,
Yes.
yeah, and you got to see him.
When I was here last time, Mary Janet's brother had sent a gift, which is this very enormous family tree skull, which is still rolled up because there's nowhere.
Oh, so mine is rolled up over there.
There you go. Yeah, but one day I will astonish somebody by unfurling this genealogical masterpiece, and they'll be like, "Wow, there's a lot of the same names on there."
Oh my gosh, I know. And what I love, and I think it's obviously in your tree as well.
Yes.
But back in what year was the Battle of Culloden? I can't remember.
1745.
1745 was it?
Or was it 1746? One of them.
Okay, so in our tree, there is way back in the 1700s. There is an Anne McBean or McBain.
Yes, Gillies McBain's sister, supposedly.
Yes, and Gillis McBain slew 11 of the Duke of Cumberland's men.
A lot of them.
And before he was
Yes.
killed himself.
They were in a retreat, and he blocked a gap, I think, with his body, and they were all trying to get at the retreating people, and he was cutting at them, and he was in the old stories, anyone who was big, they weren't just big, he was the biggest, and he was the strongest, and he was the fiercest, and he put himself there, and then the Duke of Cumberland is supposed to have said, "I wish you spare that brave man's life."
Oh no! Imagine.
I know, and him the worst of all. So,
Oh my gosh!
But who knows what's true?
Who knows? And I have a little story to tell too about that. So when I've been to the Culloden Museum a few times, but when you're walking in, there's all of these tiles, great big tiles on the outside. One of them is Ian or Gillis McBain.
Oh.
Yeah, his is one of the first, the second one.
Oh, interesting.
Right? And his name is on the wall inside and stuff like that. But, okay, our co-author, daughter Margie, just married Ryan Bailey. Now listen to this. Ryan Bailey, my brother did genealogical chart for Ryan Bailey, Margie's husband. And he went back and back and back and back in his history and found a lot of stuff. But one of the things he found is that Brian's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, all the women and children were cast out of Culloden before the battle began. They had to leave, and she couldn't leave. She was ready to have her daughter.
Ah.
And they said she was in a field of heather and had the baby there, which would have been Brian's great-great-great-great-grandmother.
Oh my God.
I know. Can you imagine? She survived, and they lived to tell the tale, and they landed in none other than Heatherton.
There you go.
So near Antigonish. I love that story. I think it's so sweet.
Oh, I love all the stories.
Yes. So, Becky,
It's okay.
Becky is here.
I've gotten that my whole life, and I never mind it.
I know. She was older than you.
Yes.
And you were the
yeah.
But, Katie, what do you have on the burner right now? Anything?
Oh, yeah. I'm making a middle grade book right now, middle grade comics. This is for, usually they're aimed at like 8 to 12-year-olds.
Yes.
And they're voracious comic readers. So they're a joy of an audience. And I wanted to make something that that maybe I would have enjoyed at that age.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was just to try something new. And then of course I have more adult graphic novel ideas in mind, and they all have to do with sort of local culture, things that I'm interested in exploring through stories. And I mean that's again the mark of Alistair MacLeod. I'm sure it's hard to ignore his influence when you start doing something like that. But
amazing.
But he didn't make any comics, so.
Oh, he was a great man.
Yeah.
He was a great man.
Yeah.
Well, Katie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us again.
For coming in. Mary.
Mary wants to.
Thank you, Mary.
She wants to cook when we get home.
Oh.
I'm played out. We gotta go home and cook.
I have some chocolate cookies I'm going to give her before she leaves here today. But anyway, I wanted to thank you all for joining in today. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, and maybe you'll try these tea biscuits, the Drop tea biscuits and the tomato soup. It's so easy and so wonderful to have something quick. And but anyway, thank you so much. I just love being on here with you guys, and I want to thank you so much again for joining, and know that I love you. You matter to me. And remember to love one another. Come on over here, give everybody fly them a little kiss there, Mary.
Oh, wait. You wait.
You can wait. Bye from Mary. Okay, hi Sandra Jordan from PEI. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.